Welcome to Module 5, where we're going to transform your LinkedIn presence from a digital resume into a career acceleration engine. This is where everything we've learned so far comes together to create systematic career advancement and opportunity creation. Here's the fundamental shift I want you to make. Stop thinking about LinkedIn as a place where you post about your current job and start thinking about it as a platform where you position yourself for your next career move and the one after that. The most successful professionals don't just react to opportunities that come their way, they systematically create conditions that make opportunities flow to them. And LinkedIn, when used strategically, is one of the most powerful tools for creating those conditions. The Adjacent Possible, your career strategy framework. Let me introduce you to a concept from innovation theory that's incredibly powerful for career planning. The Adjacent Possible. This is the realm of possibilities that are one step away from your current reality, not so far away that they're unrealistic, but different enough to represent real advancement. Traditional career advice focuses on vertical movement, getting promoted within your current company or industry, but the Adjacent Possible approach recognizes that the most interesting opportunities often come from lateral moves, industry transitions, or role combinations that didn't exist 5 years ago. LinkedIn is perfect for exploring your adjacent possible because it lets you see the career paths of people who have made interesting transitions. You can research professionals who've moved from your current role into roles you're interested in and understand the skills, experiences, and connections that made those transitions possible. The key is to think systematically about what's adjacent to your current position. If you're a marketing manager in healthcare, your adjacent possible might include product marketing in tech, business development in healthcare, or marketing leadership in adjacent industries. Building industry authority through strategic content. Let's talk about content creation to build industry authority, because this is where most people completely underestimate LinkedIn's power. When you consistently share valuable insights about your industry, you're not just building an audience, you're positioning yourself as an expert. But here's the sophisticated approach. Instead of trying to be an expert on everything, become the go-to person for specific aspects of your field. This might be the person who understands regulatory changes in fintech, or the expert on remote team management and startup, or the professional who bridges marketing and data science. This specificity is powerful because it makes you memorable and referable. When someone needs insight on your specific area of expertise, your name comes to mind. When opportunities arise in that space, you're naturally considered. The content strategy here is systematic. Consistently share insights, frameworks, and perspectives that reinforce your expertise in specific areas. Over time, this builds a reputation that opens doors to speaking opportunities, consulting projects, board positions, and leadership roles, creating option value through diverse professional relationships. Here's a concept from finance that applies beautifully to career strategy. Option value. In finance, an option gives you the right to buy something at a specific price in the future. In career terms, relationships create options. They give you the potential to access opportunities in the future. The most strategically minded professionals build relationships that create option value across multiple industries, functions, and seniority levels. They're not just networking within their current company or industry, they're building bridges to adjacent industries, complementary functions, and different levels of leadership. This means your network should include people who could be future clients, future employers, future business partners, future team members, or future mentors. Each type of relationship creates different kinds of option value. LinkedIn is perfect for this because it lets you build and maintain relationships across these categories simultaneously. You can stay connected with former colleagues who've moved to interesting companies, industry leaders you admire, potential collaborators, and rising stars in your field. Strategic skill signaling and capability demonstration. Let's talk about skill signaling, the process of demonstrating your capabilities in ways that are visible to your professional network. This goes beyond just listing skills on your profile. It's about systematically showing your expertise through your content, interactions, and professional activities. Strategic skill signaling means thinking carefully about what capabilities you want to be known for, then finding ways to demonstrate those capabilities publicly. This might mean writing thoughtful analysis of industry trends, sharing frameworks you've developed, or discussing challenges you've solved. The key is consistency and specificity. Instead of occasionally posting about random topics, systematically demonstrate expertise in areas where you want to build reputation. This creates a professional brand that's based on demonstrated competence rather than just claimed expertise. The hidden job market navigation system. Here's something that will surprise most people. The majority of senior level positions are never posted publicly. They're filled through networks, executive search firms, and direct recruitment. This hidden job market is where the most interesting opportunities often exist. LinkedIn is your window into this hidden job market, but you need to know how to look. This means building relationships with executive recruiters who work in your space, staying connected with people at companies you're interested in, and positioning yourself so that when opportunities arise, you're already on someone's radar. The sophisticated approach is proactive rather than reactive. Instead of waiting for job postings, you're building relationships with people who influence hiring decisions. Instead of applying to openings, you're positioning yourself so that opportunities come to you. This requires long-term thinking and systematic relationship building, but it's how the most interesting career moves actually happen. Building relationships with executive recruiters. Let's talk specifically about executive recruiters because these relationships can be incredibly valuable for career advancement. Executive recruiters are professional matchmakers. They understand the talent needs of multiple companies and can provide incredible insights into market opportunities. But building relationships with recruiters requires strategy. You need to be helpful to them before you need their help. This might mean referring other talented professionals when you know they're not right for your own career goals. It might mean sharing market insights that help them understand industry trends. The key is positioning yourself as a valuable contact rather than just another candidate looking for a job. When recruiters see you as a source of talent and market intelligence, they're much more likely to think of you when interesting opportunities arise. Creating inbound opportunity flow. Now, let's talk about creating what I call inbound opportunity flow. Positioning yourself so that interesting opportunities come to you rather than having to chase them down. This is the difference between reactive job searching and proactive career positioning. Inbound opportunity flow comes from building a professional reputation that makes people want to work with you. This might mean speaking at industry events, writing content that showcases your expertise, building relationships with industry leaders, or becoming known for specific types of problem solving. The goal is to become someone who's on people's mental shortlist when opportunities arise. This requires consistent value creation and strategic relationship building over time. LinkedIn is perfect for this because it lets you build and maintain the professional reputation that creates inbound opportunities. When your content consistently provides value, when your network includes influential people, and when your expertise is clearly demonstrated, opportunities naturally flow to you. Developing multiple career pathways simultaneously. Here's an advanced career strategy that most people never consider. Developing multiple pathways simultaneously rather than betting everything on a single career trajectory. This might mean building expertise that could lead to corporate leadership, consulting opportunities, or entrepreneurial ventures. The key is building transferable skills and relationships that create options across multiple pathways. This reduces career risk while maximizing opportunity potential. LinkedIn supports this approach because it lets you build relationships and demonstrate expertise across multiple domains simultaneously. You can position yourself for corporate advancement while also building the network and expertise that could support independent consulting or entrepreneurial ventures. Building your personal board of directors. Let's talk about one of the most powerful career development strategies, building your personal board of directors. This is a group of senior professionals who can provide advice, mentorship, and connections as you navigate career decisions. Your personal board should include people with different types of expertise and perspectives. Maybe someone who's successful in your current industry, someone who's made interesting career transitions, someone who understands the entrepreneurial world, and someone who's built expertise in areas you're interested in developing. The key is that these relationships should be mutually beneficial. You're not just asking for help, you're providing value in return. This might mean sharing insights from your role or making connections that benefit them or contributing expertise in areas where you're strong. LinkedIn is ideal for building and maintaining these advisory relationships because it provides natural reasons to stay in touch and opportunities to provide value through content sharing and connections. Identifying and cultivating mentor relationships. Mentorship is one of the most powerful drivers of career advancement, but most people approach it completely wrong. They think mentorship means finding a senior person and asking them to be their mentor. That's not how it works. Effective mentor relationships develop naturally from mutual respect and value exchange. The key is identifying people whose career paths or expertise you admire, then finding ways to provide value to them before asking for anything in return. LinkedIn makes this process much more systematic. You can research potential mentors, understand their interests and challenges, and find ways to be helpful. Maybe you can share insights that are relevant to their business, make connections that benefit them, or contribute to conversations they're leading. Over time, these value-first interactions can develop into mentorship relationships that provide incredible career guidance and opportunity access. Reverse mentoring and industry intelligence. Here's an often overlooked strategy. Reverse mentoring. This means building relationships with talented people who are earlier in their careers but have expertise or perspectives that could benefit you. Reverse mentoring relationships are particularly valuable in rapidly changing industries where younger professionals might have insights into new technologies, changing customer behaviors, or emerging market trends. These relationships also create option value for the future. Today's junior professional might be tomorrow's senior decision maker, and early relationships can pay dividends over time. LinkedIn is perfect for reverse mentoring because it lets you identify and connect with rising talent across your industry. You can build relationships with people based on their potential rather than just on their current position. Building industry insider networks. Let's talk about building insider networks, relationships with people who have access to non-public information about industry trends, company strategies, and market opportunities. This isn't about insider trading or unethical information sharing. It's about building relationships with people who understand what's happening in your industry at a much deeper level. Industry insiders might include senior executives, consultants who work with multiple companies, journalists who cover your industry, or analysts who track market trends. These relationships provide access to insights that can inform your career decisions and help you anticipate market changes. The key is building these relationships based on mutual value rather than just information extraction. You need to provide insights and perspectives that are valuable to them as well. Strategic career timing and market awareness. Career acceleration isn't just about building skills and relationships. It's about timing. Understanding market cycles, industry trends, and economic factors can help you make career moves at optimal times. This might mean understanding when your industry is experiencing growth that creates advancement opportunities, when companies are likely to be hiring, or when market conditions favor career transitions. LinkedIn provides incredible market intelligence for this kind of strategic thinking. You can track hiring patterns at companies you're interested in, monitor industry discussions about market trends, and understand how economic factors are affecting your field. Creating your career acceleration plan. Now let's put this all together into a systematic career acceleration plan. This should include specific goals for relationship building, content creation, skill development, and opportunity creation. Your plan should identify the adjacent possible opportunities you want to pursue, the relationships you need to build to access those opportunities, and the reputation you need to develop to be considered for them. This isn't a rigid plan that you follow mechanically. It's just a strategic framework that guides your professional development activities and helps you make decisions about how to invest your time and energy. Leveraging LinkedIn for executive presence. Executive presence is one of those intangible qualities that significantly impacts career advancement. It's about being perceived as leadership material, someone who can handle senior level responsibilities and represent an organization well. LinkedIn can help you build executive presence through the content you share, the conversations you lead, and the relationships you build. Executive presence on LinkedIn means demonstrating strategic thinking, providing valuable insights, and engaging in professional discussions at a senior level. This might mean writing content that addresses industry challenges from a leadership perspective, engaging in discussions about strategic trends, or sharing frameworks that demonstrate business thinking. Building cross-industry and cross-functional networks. One of the most powerful career strategies is building networks that span industries and functions. This creates opportunities for career pivots, provides exposure to different ways of thinking, and opens doors to roles that require diverse experience. Cross-industry networking might mean building relationships with professionals in adjacent industries who face similar challenges. Cross-functional networking means connecting with people in different roles like marketing, finance, operations, and technology, who could be future collaborators or who could provide different perspectives on business challenges. LinkedIn's broad user base makes it ideal for this kind of diverse networking. You can connect with professionals across industries and functions in ways that would be difficult in purely offline networking. Long-term professional asset building. Finally, let's talk about building professional assets that compound over time. This means creating value that continues to benefit your career even when you're not actively working on it. Professional assets might include a strong personal brand, a valuable network, recognized expertise in specific areas, content that continues to attract opportunities, or relationships that provide ongoing career intelligence. The key is thinking about your LinkedIn activities as investments that will pay dividends over time, not just the immediate returns. When you consistently provide value, build genuine relationships, and demonstrate expertise, you're creating professional assets that accelerate your career for years to come. LinkedIn is uniquely suited for this kind of asset building because it provides a permanent, searchable record of your professional contributions and relationships. Content you create today might attract opportunities next year. Relationships you build now might lead to career opportunities 5 years from now. Putting it all together, your strategic positioning framework. Career acceleration through strategic positioning isn't about luck or waiting for opportunities to appear. It's about systematically creating conditions that make interesting opportunities flow to you. This means building the right relationships, demonstrating the right expertise, and positioning yourself in the right conversations. It means thinking strategically about your career development and using LinkedIn as a tool for implementing that strategy. The professionals who experience the most career acceleration aren't necessarily the most talented or the hardest working. They're the ones who most effectively position themselves for opportunity creation and access. In our next module, we'll explore how to leverage these positioning strategies for business development and revenue generation. But first, take some time to think about your own career acceleration strategy and how you can use LinkedIn more systematically to create the professional future you want. Remember, career acceleration isn't about manipulation or shortcuts. It's about strategic thinking, consistent value creation, and systematic relationship building. When you approach your career development with this level of intentionality, LinkedIn becomes one of your most powerful tools for professional growth.